Ladies and gentlemen, Dark Souls 3 is confirmed, but that's not the biggest fish we have to fry right now. What we have to ask ourselves is how, when, and under what circumstances has this even happened? We just got Bloodborne earlier this year. Well, not me personally, as I do not have a PS4, but last year we got Dark Souls 2 from not the same team who made Bloodborne, but there's going to be a Bloodborne DLC, and Miyazaki, is he working on this? Look at those pictures, the leaked pictures, not this one. This is promotional art that was given to IGN. This is not from the same set of pictures that was handed over to the guys at The Know. This is a picture from IGN, as you can see in the corner of the photo, and it's a very interesting picture. It doesn't really tell us a whole lot, but I mean, there it is, Dark Souls 3, early 2016. This is so early. When were they working on this? Who was working on it? I'm really going to say this was Miyazaki at the helm here. Just based on the look of all those other leaked pictures, it looks like Dark Souls, it looks like Demon Souls, it looks like Bloodborne. Dark Souls 2, you could pick out of, a bunch of Souls-related pictures a mile away, because it looks distinctly different, and that's not necessarily an insult, it just looks different. But you know what? That armor in this picture looks like a Baldur Knight. Something about the shoulders. Something about the shoulders and the short red cape. The helmet looks a little different. It looks more like a helmet from Alva the Wanderer in Dark Souls 2. The rest of the body, the gauntlets could be Baldur-esque. They look kind of like Baldur. The legs, you can't really see much, but look at the red capes. It really does look like it could be a Baldur Knight. Or maybe it is something Dark Souls 2 related. We don't know how much of Dark Souls 2 had an influence on this, but if this game has been in development side by side with Bloodborne by the A-Team, quote-unquote the A-Team, although who knows how many teams are there at this point. I mean, people thought the DLCs for Dark Souls 2 were maybe made by a different team because of how high quality they were, but regardless of who's making this, we have to ask ourselves, how much is Dark Souls 2 even going to play a role in Dark Souls 3? I personally believe they were going to non-canonize it. I truly do believe that they're going to maybe try and find a story way to work around it, and that Dark Souls 2 just kind of isn't going to be a thing, which surprisingly I think a lot of people are okay with story-wise, but maybe this armor was influenced by Alva the Wanderer in Dark Souls 2. I doubt it, because it's not that similar, but it looks more like Baldur armor to me than Alva's armor. But this is really exciting news for me personally. Between Halo 5 later this year and Dark Souls 3 early 2016, I was expecting late 2016. And before we got the news from The Know, I was expecting 2017. But this is mind-blowing, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm so excited. All these pictures are so awesome, especially that one with the bleeding sun. I mean, this is what we asked for. When people asked for a sequel to Dark Souls, they didn't expect a sequel to be made by a different team than the people that made their favorite game. This is the Miyazaki-directed Dark Souls that we've been asking for. And if it isn't Miyazaki-directed, well, it definitely looks like it based on those other pictures. But that's besides the point. Thank you for watching. Dark Souls 3 confirmed.